Today's workshop is about setting goals. And we're going to start off first with how to write a SMART goal. So let's go ahead and watch this video together.
Welcome back. So we've learned that it's important to keep working through your frustrations by using the right learning strategies. The more you work through your frustration, the more your brain grows, right? But it can be difficult to work through that frustration without a clear direction. That's why it's important to make SMART goals. It's an acronym. Goes like this: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, timely. Because look, you can wish all you want and say, one day I'm gonna go to the moon, and you can want that like your life depended on it. But a wish is not a goal. An example of a moon plan that consists of SMART goals would go something like this. In 20 years, I will have studied enough physics and chemistry, flown jet planes in the Air Force, worked out 4 times a week, and gotten a job as an astronaut for NASA. And this will enable me to fly a spacecraft to the moon and put my feet on it for science reasons. Specific. Put your feet on the moon. Measurable. Are your feet touching the surface of the moon? Actionable. It is actionable, that is to say doable, to study physics and chemistry, enlist in the Air Force, and go to the gym. Realistic. It's hard, but it's not impossible to become an astronaut. Timely. Here's where more realism kicks in. You won't be able to go to the moon as an astronaut overnight. 20 years seems a little more reasonable. But let's take this back to a more sensible time scale and look at our friend Thinky Pinky. Hey, buddy. TP here is interested in pull-ups, wants to be able to lift their entire mass with just the arms, this one. But pull-ups are hard. So let's take a look at Thinky Pinky's reflection journal. Quote, I want to be able to do 2 consecutive pull-ups by the end of the year by practicing pull-ups at the gym 3 times per week. Why is this a SMART goal? S is for specific. TP wants to work on pull-ups, and they're not interested in biking or weight training. There's one skill that Thinky Pinky wants to work on, and that's pull-ups. M is for measurable. What's the metric for TP's success? 2 in a row. 2 pull-ups, 1 right after the other. You've either done it or you haven't. Measurable. A is for actionable. Can it be broken down into individual tasks? Yeah. Going to the gym 3 times a week to practice feels very actionable indeed. R is for realistic. TP's not training to lift a car, just some pull-ups. T is for timely. There's a time limit on this. Thinky Pinky wants to do this in a year's time. Altogether, that's a SMART goal you got there, TP. With the power of persistence, SMART goals, and the right kind of help, you can do anything you set your mind to. You can learn anything. Happy goal setting.
We're going to do. So when you're writing a SMART goal for yourself for this semester or for next month, here's some things to consider when writing your SMART goal. Make sure your goal is SMART. So it should be specific, meaning that it's a goal linked to one activity or one thought. Measurable. You can plot your progress on a graph. You can say how much I've improved from the previous day or week. Actionable. What task or action will I be doing? Can I draw a picture of someone doing the action? Realistic. Are there examples of people who have achieved this level of success in this amount of time? And what are some obstacles I might face along the way? Would any of these obstacles stop me in my tracks? And then lastly, timely. Did I include a set time period in which I want to achieve my goal? Did I do it in days, weeks, or months? So those are the types of things that you need to think about when you're creating a goal for yourself. This is very important because a lot of children, they just create goals that make absolutely no sense. Like, for example, you may say, I want to be a unicorn. Is it possible to be a unicorn?
No.
No, it's not. Why? Why isn't that a SMART goal?
Because it's unrealistic.
Exactly. It's not realistic. If you're a human, you can't grow a horn. You can't have 4 legs. It makes no sense. Versus a SMART goal is something that you can actually do. This is something that we can do. We said we're going to have a Halloween party. That's a SMART goal, isn't it?
Yep.
Why is that a SMART goal without being a unicorn?
Because it's realistic.
It's realistic. Yes. What else?
And something you can do for fun.
Yes, it's something that you can actually do. It's something that we can measure. We know when the party is going to be. We know exactly what we're going to do at this party. It's something we can actually physically do. Those are SMART goals that you should make in life. Okay, so now we're going to go on and we're going to take a moment to reflect. Think about the goal you wrote in the previous activity. So everybody think of a goal right now in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. Just think of something that you would like to do. It says now write your goal down one more time. My goal is to give you guys a Halloween Zoom party. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Well, me personally, I want to achieve this goal because I think it will be fun for the children. I think you guys can meet each other and have a lot of interaction with each other. So that's the reason why I want to have this Halloween Zoom party. So increasing our chances. We all encounter frustrations while trying to achieve our goals, but we can do a few things to increase our chances of success. Take the SMART goal you wrote and follow the steps below. So step one, we're going to visualize our victory. Picture what it will look like when we're all together on Zoom, when we have on our costumes, when the pumpkins are there, when the music is going and the fun is going on. You see it all happening. This is going to motivate you to reach your goal. Next, you want to draw a picture of success. You want to write something you will say when you reach your goal. For example, if I achieve my goal, I will feel happy. All right, well, we have our party this Saturday. Step two, name the obstacles. If you can name the obstacles, you can prepare for them. Even if they're unexpected obstacles that appear, you can start to develop a mindset that makes you feel strong in the face of these obstacles. So what are some obstacles that may arrive for this party? Yes, Soraya.
What if we don't have the right pumpkin tools?
Yep, you might not have the right pumpkin tools. Tiani, do you know of any obstacles?
No. You may not do well.
May not do well at the party. Tony, you got an obstacle that could happen?
You might not win the competition.
You might not win the pumpkin competition. Terry, do you have an obstacle that could go wrong with this party?
No.
Nothing you can think of? Okay, well, some examples. There could be some distractions. People might be playing their video games or using their cell phones or chatting on YouTube or social media instead of paying attention at the party. All right, so don't forget to call out your fixed mindset voice when you make a mistake or you get frustrated. So, for example, I want to achieve my goal, but I know I will have to be strong when people are distracted. I want to achieve my goal, but I know blank will get in the way. So think of some things that could possibly happen and how would you react to these things when they happen. And then step three, you want to make a plan to conquer the obstacles. Draw out a chart with titles, people I can talk to, actions I can take to stay on track. It also might be helpful to let people on your list know that you are turning to them for help in reaching your goal so they can support you and keep you accountable. So just like I did today with you guys, I said, well, let's have a meeting, homeschoolers. Let's get together and talk about this party. What do you guys want to do? Because if I just plan the party and I don't think about what the actual participants want to do, you may come and say it's boring. I don't want to be here. I could have been playing my video games or reading a book. So it's important to have the input of other people. So, for example, we know we don't want Tony to get distracted with his laptop, then we may want to make sure that we have a lot of activities that he has to use his laptop to do. Include things that you will say to yourself when your fixed mindset voice appears. The fixed mindset is the one that's the critic, getting mad, or if you make a mistake, or if you get frustrated. All right, you want to have something to combat all of this instead of falling into sadness. So to conquer the obstacle, I will keep a positive mindset. I will help to refocus all the homeschoolers back to the party. And then step 4, you want to name your goal. By naming your goal, you can easily remind yourself to work towards the goal. Some examples of goal names are 3 by 30. or best goal ever, or supercharge goal. So come up with something in order to name. And all these different things that we've just discussed, you can do in your own life. For example, let's say that Terry wants to learn how to drive a car. Terry, you can do all these SMART goals. You can take all these things and say, okay, I want to do something that's realistic. I know I can't drive at 14, so I'm going to prepare myself so by the time I'm 17, I'm getting my driver's license. And I'm going to do that by watching YouTube videos. I'm going to take driver's ed. I'm going to pay attention when my daddy and mommy are driving. Things like that in order to set yourself up to reach that goal by age 17. Okay, that's the way it works. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys got to meet each other prior to the party. So now that we know it's going to be Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m., as soon as we're off of here, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement, let all the other families know so they show up when they're supposed they all show up when they're supposed to be here, and we have a nice time. Go ahead and get your pumpkins and get started carving those pumpkins so you can present them at the party. And if you haven't gotten your costumes yet, the cheapest place I know of to go is the Dollar Tree. And you can get masks from there for $1. So most definitely